Cool.
Kia ora.
Hey, kia ora,
Welcome to the
Anna.
Day One Challenge webinar Q&A. Q&A? Yes,
Kia
that's the
ora,
one. Uh, I'm Anna, and this is
Chris.
Chris. We are the director and executive director of Day One. I'm the
Yeah,
director, and this is the executive director. We just wanted to jump on and answer some frequently asked questions and do some myth busting or just like yeah answer some common queries that we've been getting. um shall I ask the first question?
yeah, go for it.
What is the challenge and who is it for?
What is the challenge and who is it for? Well, to answer the second part, it's for anybody in New Zealand um, under the age of 25 or up to 24. So anyone across Aotearoa can enter it, and actually anyone internationally even if they want to do that. So what is it? It's a film competition. There's a range of categories. You can check those out on our website. I think there are five categories. Would that be right, Anna? Short films, anything from an open category of up to 10-minute films, phone films, films made on phones, short films. But the key underlying idea is that they are stories for a better tomorrow.
Cool. Well, that takes me to the next question, which is what are the categories, which I can answer.
Cool.
So we have five categories this year. Um, and mostly the categories are just ways to help you think of something to do. So we've got impact shorts, which is kind of our catch-all category. So this is our broadest one. You can enter pretty much anything into that one. Um, and it is anything under 10 minutes. And we say it's stories for a better tomorrow, which is very broad. Then we've got our phone shorts, which is a short film shot on a phone. We've got under 1 minute, like 1 minute shorts. And we've got some how-to shorts, so educational tutorials, tips and tricks, that sort of thing. And then we've also got music shorts, which is yeah, music video or something that is a short film with music.
Cool.
Those are the categories.
Yeah. But hey, Anna, I hear a question coming up in my mind. Having been all this talk about stories for a better tomorrow, what do you mean by stories for a better tomorrow?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have this thing, it's like, I made a film, but I'm not sure if it's a story for a better tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I should enter it. And to that, I say, enter everything, everywhere, all at once. Basically, don't stress too much about if it's a story for a better tomorrow. Like, we're really open to seeing anything. Basically, any film that has a perspective or a message or is about a topic or is saying anything is something that we would consider a story for a better tomorrow. Um, and so I think, yeah, don't let that hold you back. Just chuck your entry in. It's very broad. But what we mean by is we're really interested in amplifying youth voices and whatever is on whatever you're thinking about, we're interested in promoting and hearing from you. And so we're interested in storytelling with a purpose, where there's a message behind the film, but that is very, very broad and open to interpretation in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be a positive story. Like sometimes people think stories for a better tomorrow means it can only be positive. It can actually be a warning, or it could be shining light on difficult topics. Or it could be hopeful. It could be about friendship or your deepest fears. It can be any genre or format. It could be a horror, it could be a musical, it could be a doco, or it could be animation, it could be a slideshow.
Hmm.
It can be anything, whatever you want, however you want to express yourself. We are really keen to showcase whatever comes out of your mind.
Yeah. I think, our intention and hope is that people expressing themselves and what their hopes and dreams for the future are on screen will lead to a better tomorrow. And if that's not necessarily a totally positive film, but the intention behind it is that there is hope for a better tomorrow, or that we are driving for a better tomorrow. And that's kind of what we're after, I think. But
Yeah,
hey, what if I made my film for something else, like an assignment or my 48-hour film?
still enter it. Totally eligible.
Cool. What if I made it and make it this year?
You can enter any film made at any time. Doesn't need to be in the last year.
Awesome. And what if it's longer than 10 minutes?
Just do some quick little edits and just nip it down just to 10 minutes.
Yep.
That is one thing where we are just taking films under 10 minutes. So just do a quick little, take some minutes off and
Yep.
enter it.
And
So
if you're not sure where to do that, you could send it to us. We'll still require that you do get it under 10 minutes. Um, but we might be able to say, hey, you could try this or that. We'll give you an opportunity to resubmit it. If it's last minute and your film's 10.5 minutes or 11 minutes, send it in and we'll give you an opportunity to cut it down. We will still need it to get to 10 minutes, but we'll let you try.
yeah, so what can't people do?
Well, the main things are, if you're in the filmmaking team, so you're hands-on and making the film, then you can't be over 24 years old. You can't use stuff that you don't have permission to use, like music, footage you didn't shoot, you don't have the permission. So clips, music, people who haven't agreed to be in the film. But check out the rules on our website. We've got more information. And if there's if you're unsure of something, do get in touch with us and ask.
And does that mean the actors have to be under 24 as well?
No, no, they can be any age. And you can use music by somebody who's older. You just have to get permission to use it, get the licensing in place.
Yes. And in the past, because this has been around for a long time under a different name, right? The Someday Challenge.
Yeah.
In the past, there was so much paperwork and forms. Is that still the case?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Anna. We're really trying to cut that down and do our best to make it a simpler process to enter. So I think the answer is no, it's not the case. We're really working on that.
Yeah, so we used to ask for written permission for
Yeah,
absolutely everything in the film, but now we are trusting the filmmakers. We're
yeah,
saying, that's on you guys. We
yeah,
strongly encourage you to get written permission, and we have forms you can use.
yeah,
But we don't need to see them. We
yeah.
just need you to tick a box that says, yes, I have permission from everyone. So we're leaving that up to you guys to sort out this year. And so yeah, how come this has changed? How come it's changed names? Like, how come this is Day One Challenge instead of Someday Challenge?
Um, Good question. It's been 17 years as the Sunday Challenge, and it was great. It was a really great time and cool for what it was. But it's grown over that time, and our focus has changed. We're here for young people and young filmmakers to express themselves on screen about a whole range of things, and we've been trying to encourage people to do that for years, but we felt that our branding wasn't supporting that. So we did some work with some cool people, and we came up with a new name and a new fresh brand, and we are very excited about it. So we felt it was just time for a change.
Amazing. And how much does it cost to take part in the Day One Challenge?
Free. It's free.
Woo, woohoo. And so if someone is under 16, do they need a parent or guardian? Do they need someone involved to be able to enter?
Yep, you do. We would just need their email address in the entry form, and they need to click a thing that says they know about the film and that everyone involved gave permission, and that you haven't used any material without permission. But it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy.
Awesome. So what happens after they enter their film? How do we pick the winners?
Well, first, joy happens. A great feeling of satisfaction and achievement at having made a film and sent it out into the world for people to have a look at. That's I think that's the coolest thing. But after that, of course, we've got a job to do. We have a group of judges who select the 10 shortlisted films for each round. We then showcase the 10 shortlisted films on our channels. So our online channels, our social channels, our YouTube. Then the judges select the judge's choice winning film, and then you can encourage your friends and family to vote for your film to be the People's Choice winning film.
Amazing. And what do people win?
So for each round, there's a Judge's Choice Award and a People's Choice Award. These win cash prizes, gear from Photo Gear, mentorships, tickets to the Weta Workshop Unleashed experience, and more to come. And then at the end of the year, there'll be even more to come when we do a whole kind of wrap up of the whole thing of all the winning films from the year.
So is there not just one deadline a year?
No, that is a big change for us. We used to have one deadline a year at a time that was convenient for some people, but not convenient for everybody. So we've spread it out into heats. And this year we're doing 2 heats, one on the 26th of July and the second heat on the 18th of October. And we hope next year to run 3 heats, 3 rounds. So the idea being that there's opportunities to showcase your film several times a year. There's opportunities to win prizes several times a year, and hopefully it works for different kind of school ranges because we have such a broad age range. Our deadline wasn't working for everybody, so it's the idea is that it's also better for schools to enter.
Okay, and so if I'm a plucky 10-year-old, imagine it,
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've met them.
Yeah, and then I want to enter, but I'm like, oh, this is just going to be films made by 23 and 24-year-olds. Is there any way to make sure that everyone's being assessed fairly? Because it's like a very broad age range.
Yes, it is. But we do have age categories and so you know you can be judged in your age range. But to be honest, Anna, in my vast experience, quite often a plucky 10-year-old is a really amazing storyteller and can hold their own against any seasoned 23-year-old. Don't you worry. So just get in there anyway. You might beat them out. But we do have age category awards as well. So we kind of take care of that.
And at the other end of the spectrum, if I'm like, I've been out of film school for like 2 years now, I've made quite a few short films. Is this just for kids? Is this like just for younger people?
No. This is a step on the way to your future filmmaking career. And definitely you will be up against those plucky 10-year-olds, but you'll also be up against plucky 22-year-olds and some pretty flash filmmakers with some pretty flash gear. So don't be put off by that. And it's also a way to test yourself and to put yourself into an arena with other filmmakers and take steps towards potentially getting funding for a future film. It might be through our program, Day One Shorts, or other funded filmmaking programs. This sort of competition this and other competitions like ours are a great step out into the world with your own creativity and a way to get noticed.
Sounds like an amazing opportunity. What if I am a teacher or a parent and I would like to get my class involved? How would I go about doing that?
Well, you'd get them excited for a start. You need to make sure they're into it, and then you'd sign them up, get films happening. We've had winning films made by a whole class of 30, and then we've had like one class of 30 making one film, and we've also had one winning film, like 30 winning films from one class where they've all made a film each.
Wow.
There's heaps of ways to approach it.
Sounds like a really accessible and exciting program.
I'm glad you think
What if
so.
what if I
What?
have another question that you haven't answered right now?
Well, we may well do another one of these Q&As, I reckon, because they're good fun. And of course, you can get in touch with us. Our email address is on the website, contact@dofilm.co.nz.
And also, you can probably DM us on Instagram.
Yep,
We are day1_NZ.
yep.
And there will be updates and stuff on the Instagram as well.
So you should be signed up to that. You should be following our YouTube, and because we put all of our films up there, we've got cool new films coming out over the next few weeks. So that's a good place to be as well.
Rock on, filmmakers.
Yeah, make your films and enter them, and get your other films that you already made and enter them, and get your mates
Yes,
to enter their films that they already made and enter them.
yes, exactly. Enter it.
One.
Okay. Ka kite.
Ka kite. Thank you very much.